Happy end of the weekend, my beautiful social media family. Happy end of the weekend and beginning to a beautiful week. We'll start chatting a little bit. We'll broke coconut to the next, let's say, 45 seconds to a minute. We broke the coconut to talk about what are you willing to sacrifice to make 2026 great and better than this year that we're living. What are you willing to sacrifice? So let's sit tight, those who are watching or those who catch the replay, of what are you willing to sacrifice so we can chat to my amazing social media family. Let's chat in the next few seconds. All right, let's dig in. What are we really willing? What are we willing to sacrifice to make 2026 great? First and foremost, my brothers and sisters, particularly immigrants. I always go for my immigrants. Um, Let me introduce myself if you're not used to me. I am Crystal. I am a mom of four amazing children. I am a sister. I'm a daughter. I'm a wife. I am a nurse by profession. And I am an online business owner and a mentor in our online business community. Very proud and happily to say it. Very proud. And I'm more proud because my journey has unfolded right here on the social media space. How I started my journey with no experience, no background about anything that has to do with social media, business, let alone talking to people on social media, nothing of that sort, but it's all unfolding here on social media. To inspire and impact other people who possibly are interested in learning how to earn online. But before getting to that phase of wanting to learn how to earn online, let us now sit and evaluate and reflect. Um, what what challenges do we overcome? How did we endure those challenges? Did we even face the challenges? Did we run away from them? Did we face them? What did we do? We do mago mago for Ben to not even accept or acknowledge that there were some challenges and how to tackle them so that we can learn for tomorrow. Those are some of the things that hopefully individuals take time to sit and reflect and get perspective on, because everything is a learning, it's a learning tool. Whether not good or whether not bad or everything are learning tool for this life, depending on your mindset. What I want make people to understand for this social media platform that say what we see, the lights, the glitter, the glam that people present and show. Sometimes that's not what it is. And sometimes if that is what it is, you don't know what people are sacrificing in the back end to get to where they're at today. Okay? And that is why this topic is very dear to me, because people only see what people want to show. People don't show the negative, the setbacks, the challenges, which is what we need to see more often. Because if we're able to share our journey and how we overcame those challenges and obstacles to get to where we are today, people I think and I hope will be more less jealous. Let me fix my words properly. Less jealous, less envious, and they will instead be more inspired to say, you know what, if that person can overcome, let me also gather courage and learn and become that person that attracts the change that they're looking for. You understand? And the biggest component of it all is that you don't know how people got to where they are. You see, success and luck is not by chance or by mistake, it's by leading with intention, meaning that you are leading to do things with the intent. You are purposeful, that you meant to do the action that you took. You are meant to do it. It wasn't by mistake that you did something, meaning that you were able to do the right thing all the time, even when your body or your mind did not align with doing the right thing. But you still kept on doing the right thing. You still kept on being consistent. It meant that you still kept on showing up, no matter if you didn't see the results. It didn't matter if you saw the results. It didn't matter if people clapped for you. It didn't matter if people acknowledged you or recognized what you were doing or what you were trying to accomplish. But you still kept showing up. That is what they call sacrifice. That is what they call consistency and discipline. So even when people were having fun at night partying or showing up, going to events, dressing up, they were traveling, they were working hard at work, you still kept on showing up and doing the right thing, even when it was difficult to. Though is what you call sacrifice, my people. So when we see people that they showcase, their accomplishments, whether not for mago way or whether not true natural hard work, consistency, and energy, no jealousy, no be envious, be inspired. Let that instant empower you. And again, I will talk say, let that empower you to show you that you also can do it. And it all starts with what you're thinking in your mind, your thoughts and belief. It all starts too with your vision. This doesn't require you to be educated or the smartest or the brightest light bulb in the pack. It doesn't require any of that. It just requires you to have that mindset that I am determined to win. And everybody's wins look different. But be that person that's willing to sacrifice, whether it's 30 minutes or 1 hour a day, even after you have come from working those long, hard hours, or you've driven for a long period of time in traffic after work, even after a long day, whether it's doing your household activities or taking care of your family or your older parents, sacrifice some time to build and invest in your future for tomorrow. You see, that's the question again. What are you willing to sacrifice? That sacrifice sometimes can look lonely, it can look dark. Sometimes the vision, or let me say the path and the road to that outcome that you're looking for can be very scary. And it can be lonely, but that's why they'll say align yourself with the right people, the right crowd. Put yourselves in the right room at the right time. Make every disappointment a blessing. Make it a way for you to learn, right? And understand and lead with the fact that delay is not denial, my people. Delay is not denial. Oh, God. I always say I'm the face of setbacks, I'm the face of challenges, I am the face of courage, I am the face of resilience because behind everything, behind, I get my own challenges too, like any human being. I get my own challenges and setbacks. I get my own points and too where I be frustrated. Definitely. Some days are not always so bright. Some days you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? But you know what? The ability to lift yourself up and keep going, the ability to speak good things to yourself, the ability to forego certain things, I know certain things might be certain habits, certain friends, certain places, certain situations. You can sit and say, you know what, I'm willing to put that to one corner. Let me be in my own lane and pursue accomplishing my dreams and my vision to make it to become reality. You see, sometimes this journey is, it's, how can I put it? It can be for everybody, but not everybody will be able to sacrifice to get to where they want to be. That's the reality, because some people don't want to come out their comfort zone. Some people don't live with their vision and their dreams. They live with their circumstances, and which I've talked about that too before. But if you have the capacity to lead with your vision, lead with your dreams. Some might say that is delusional thoughts. And yes, sometimes it's delusional because if you're not aligning your actions and your habits to align with your vision and your dreams, that is when it becomes delusional thoughts, my people. Yes, indeed, it's delusional because you're hoping and dreaming for something that you're not even putting any effort. You're not taking any steps to get to what you're visioning and what you picture for yourself. But when you take small steps every day, whether not 30 minutes at least, even minimum, or even an hour consistently, even out of 7 days, you do it 5 days. Trust me, as you plant that seed, you nurture that seed, you water that seed, you put sunlight on it, you take out all those weeds. Trust me, you will reap the reward and the benefits of your harvest one day down the road. You see, many people sacrifice in so many ways, but is their sacrifices leading them to get to where they want to be? That's another question too. I will ask my brothers and sisters. Many of us immigrants, we sacrifice by leaving our loved ones back home. We're in Ghana, we're in Mexico, we're in Cameroon, we're in Brazil. It doesn't matter. So long as you leave your home country, your base, your family, your foundation to go seek greener pastures in the white man land, or let me say in the diaspora. That's a huge sacrifice, right? You left what you know, you left your comfort zone to pursue something great. That's a sacrifice. You did sacrifice your happiness, your enjoyment because you're working multiple jobs, long shifts. You don't get to go out. You don't even get to dress up. You don't even get to do things that you love for yourself in the name of getting a paycheck by clocking in and clocking out. It's a lot of sacrifice right there you are doing. You sacrifice your time, energy, your skills, and your resources by being committed to a profession or a job because you want to get a paycheck. So sacrifice something for yourself for this coming 2026 so that it can be great and different and impactful, and most importantly it can bring you closer to your goals and dreams that you envision for yourself when coming to the diaspora. You just sacrifice waking up every day at 4 or 5 a.m. You get your kids ready for school, then you go to work, bam, you're gone the whole day. You're sacrificing that I'm going to work hard, these multiple jobs, because I want to make my family comfortable. I want to take care of my loved ones back home. But at the end of the day, thus sacrificing, whether it's 2, 3, or 10 years or 15 years at this particular job, what has it given you? Is there any change in your life? And I'm not saying change as money, figuratively, meaning that do you have any change in your life? Has that working for 10, 15 years in one job or one career or let me say company, has it gotten you closer to retirement? Meaning that you can walk away from that job and still make money. Has it? Really? I don't think so. If we start doing the necessary things to sacrifice now to make tomorrow great, doesn't that sound better? Than us sacrificing every day the things that we love dearly the most. And I'm talking now like as a parent, because I have 4 children. I have loved ones back home. I thought that having multiple jobs, for me as an example, I thought that having multiple jobs was my own way of having multiple streams of income, is what I thought when I was so naive. And I'm sure many people still think that way, that, oh, if I have multiple jobs, that's multiple streams of income. Guess what? That's not what it means. I thought that working harder would give me the greener pastures and give me whatever I wanted within my reach. Guess what? It didn't make me fulfilled. It instead made me have less time away from the people that I love, who are my children, my family, my household. It took me away from them, and it brought me instead closer to clients and clients' family members instead. It didn't bring me closer to my loved ones. That was a sacrifice I was doing on the back end to get a decent paycheck. Someone might debate and say, how decent is a paycheck? If the paycheck is 2,000 every week, or if it's 5,000 every week, some people are happy with that, but at the back end, you're sacrificing so much. So now, what I'm encouraging people to understand, my immigrants and diaspora, is that start sacrificing to make your tomorrow great and make this 2026 count. Start doing the necessary steps now, is where I'm coming from. The sad thing is that we're sacrificing towards the wrong things that doesn't give us any value. It just gives us a temporary fix for our present situation. That's the sad part that people are sacrificing for. You don't have anything that you're sacrificing for that tomorrow you can say it would generate you income without being physically present. What you're sacrificing now will not give you a legacy to pass on to your kids. What you're sacrificing right now is not going to give you any of those things like legacy building or creating early retirement. It will not give you any passive or residual income with what you're sacrificing now. That's the sad part. And then the other sad part in reality is that many people are not even living their life. They're not even happy. They don't even have peace. They don't feel fulfilled. Maybe they might feel fulfilled. Maybe that once out of the whole year where they travel back home for just 1 month out of the whole year, and they're like a butterfly flying, all over the place when they go home. But at the end of the day, when you come back home, you start dealing with reality. You're still grinding, still hustle, nothing to show for it. And that hustle that you're hustling for with those long shifts, multiple jobs, that's a big sacrifice. You don't even have the time to raise your children. You don't have time to be present at all to even nurture your marriage or relationship. You don't have time to do personal development. Maybe you do have time, but you're so tired and burnt out. That's a huge sacrifice. And people, let's start using our energy and sacrificing things that will make our tomorrow great. That's why I'm landing with this. Let's start doing those basic things now by coming out of our comfort zone. Start with your mindset. Start leading with intentionality. Be intentional. Do things purposefully. Do things that intentionally will give you a good outcome. The outcome that you're looking for might not be today, it might not be tomorrow or in 6 months, but what you're doing now can make your life great the next 2 or 3 years. Then start doing it. Because the reality is that what you're sacrificing now, it doesn't have anything that will benefit your tomorrow or your children's tomorrow. That is a sure fact, my people. You see those long hours, you see those multiple jobs. The day that you cannot be present at that job will not still be able to pay your bills. It will not be able to feed your kids. So, what am I saying, my people? Let's channel our energy to doing things that bring us value. And again, this all aligns with your mindset. You see, don't be in a haste and in a hurry. to get things overnight and fast. You may have done or tried different ventures or branched into different things, but hoping that within 6 months or 1 year, your life will change. Don't be in a haste. The most important thing is to start. Do something great. Do something that will make your tomorrow great. Do something great that will not only impact your children or your children's children, but it can also impact other people. Because in this life, if you cannot impact other people, what is your purpose? What will people say about you if you haven't individually or somehow, whether it's your words, your energy, your vibration, how has it impacted somebody? That is what life is about. Sometimes the littlest thing can impact somebody and it can go a long way. Something that you think is very minor, but it can impact somebody a great deal. So let's make this 2026. Write down what you envision. How do you want it to look like? How can you make your 2026 great? How can it be more impactful, more meaningful than 2025 was? How can we let go of certain negative things that did not give you any value this 2025 so that it can open doors for other great possibilities or opportunities, and not just open the doors for it, but for you to have the vision and foresight to be able to explore those possibilities that can make 2026 great, my people. And I say this to lead and say, if you're looking for a way to learn how to earn online, because you're already scrolling aimlessly anyway, watching other people or listening to other people's bad news, maybe that puts a smile on your face. Why not learn how to earn online? Create extra earnings online. Why not? Not just earning online, it's also a way to create early retirement. It's also a way to build a legacy for your children. And it's also a way by having an online business, not just starting one and running a business, but also to make it successful by impacting other people, my brothers and sisters. This life, or if you only look at yourself or your children, then you're not living. You have to have the ability to impact other people. You have to have the ability to bring some type of value or success into someone else's life. Now, maybe success is a big word, but at least impact and inspire somebody. And sometimes that impact even is not even money, just simple words and being there for someone, brainstorming ideas, helping people look at things in a different perspective. That can do great things. So my people, I will leave you with this, that this coming week, start looking at what can you do to make 2026 great. What actions can you start taking now? And what are you willing to sacrifice for you to take action to make that 2026 better than 2025? What are some old habits that you can leave behind that you think that is not bringing any value to you? What are some good habits that you can pick up? Yes, it will take you out your comfort zone, but what are some things that you think you can pick up that can also improve your mindset to make your 2026 great? So if it's learning that new skill, if it's something as simple as even learning how to, cut hair, if it's something as simple as you want to learn how to do hair, or be a cosmetologist, if it's something as simple as knowing how to be a content creator, whatever it is, even if it's not tailored towards learning how to earn online by starting your own online business, think of things or something. Let's start with one thing at least that you can pick up to learn to make your 2026 great. Continue to also, definitely, my people, I would encourage, lead with faith and not fear, because if you are on a journey and you do want your life to improve and you do have a vision, a lot of things you won't know how to initiate. You won't know how the process may look like, or maybe you have planned out something in your head, and sometimes what you plan doesn't always go accordingly. Sometimes you might think this is not working and you want to give up. Lead with that faith. Do not give up. Do not back down. When there's something that you want to execute to get that desirable outcome, do not take your foot off the gas pedal. You keep going. That's the best encouragement. Even when nobody believes in you, believe in your own self. Be your own cheerleader and align yourself with the people who are where you want to be. Because trust me, success leaves clues and cues and techniques. Success, like I said earlier, is not by luck or mistake. It's done, it's created, let me say, it's accomplished, and success is created by intentionality, being intentional, being purpose driven. And it's also done by impacting other people. If you have the mission to definitely impact people, bring value to people, solve people's problems or a particular problem, definitely in 2026 can be great. Never give up on yourself, because the minute that you give up on yourself, you have lost you have lost the battle. Never compare yourself. Always stay in your lane and do things at your own pace consistently though. So if you want to stay on a 30-mile lane, you stay there and be consistent at that 30 miles. Don't try to catch up and race and be with everyone who's doing 80 and 90. Stay consistent. And know that when you're on that journey, if you decide, and I hope that you do decide to embark on a journey of willing to sacrifice to make it 2026 great, you're not going to have the answers to everything. You will not have the solution to everything. Everything will not be clear, but the most important thing is to start. Start. Work on yourself. Get your mindset right. Read the necessary books. Listen to the necessary books through Audible. You got to take a course that's maybe what, 6 weeks, 4 weeks. Do it for personal development or to learn that skill. Then you go for it. Never lead with, oh, I don't have the money. That's another thing too. Don't lead with, I don't have the money. Be resourceful. Utilize your resources. When there's a will, there's always a way. And again, if you are around people that if you're around people that doesn't understand your vision or align with your vision, then it's time for you to break away from that group and align with the people who align with your vision or can at least understand where you're going, so you guys can lift each other up, encourage each other, inspire each other, because every day you will not be motivated. The people that you align yourself with, can help you be accountable. They can follow up with you to see, did you do the necessary steps that you had to do today? And always know that even if it's just 30 minutes a day, at least it's something. Make it be meaningful. Always show up for yourself. Show up for yourself all the time. Stop worrying about other people. Block the noise. Show up for your dreams and your vision that you had envisioned for yourself before leaving your home country to come to the diaspora for the greener pastures. And with that being said, my beautiful brothers and sisters, lead with faith and not fear. I want that my words, my energy, and me connecting with you this beautiful Sunday, whether it's morning or afternoon or evening or different parts of the world, let that guide the flow of this your coming week. Let that guide the flow of this your coming week, my people. I say that again. And I thought this thing say, I beg, I go drag on her ear. No lead with the fact say, I no get money. Don't lead with that, I no get money. Please. Because when you say that, God doesn't like that. Because God will feel like you don't appreciate what you have. And it's like you're not maximizing or utilizing what you have. If you have to do something extra, whether it's to maybe braid some hair, or let me say even sell food, make some stew and rice on the side, whatever it is, do Uber just to get some extra change to get you where you need to be to start on your journey to make your 2026 great. Then you do it. Don't depend on somebody else to invest in you or believe in what you want to do, because the person that you might turn to say borrow me maybe 2,000 or 1,000, and you want it, and they want you to explain why and how, they most likely won't even give it to you anyway. That's the reality. They will not give it to you because they might most likely secretly behind, they like the level that you are, hand to mouth, with no growth, no improvement, just stagnant, not progressing. So you all are on one level. Most people, that's how, unfortunately, that's how human beings are, but not all of them. Not all. There are very few human beings that will clap for you. They will celebrate your small wins, big wins. They're there for you even when you crash. They're still there for you to lift you up. All right, my beautiful people. Happy Sunday once again. And I want you all to stay blessed, and we'll connect again soon this week. Take care, everybody. Bye.